Along with Steve Myers, we're down here in downtown Amarillo at 9th and Polk, and some cooler fair weather today, Steve.
A lot cooler than last year. We are still here under the threat of rain, but it didn't stop the crowd from showing up. We've got all the entries here for the parade this year, and things are just about ready to get underway.
We have more than 100 fair entries this year. Of course, that includes lots of floats, some cars, marching bands from around the area.
Is the escort for the parade, the Amarillo Police Department. Like we said, we've got a lot of things taking place this week in conjunction with the fair coming up.
Steve, the theme for this year's parade is a new decade of Tri-State Pride, and that's what the entries today are trying to convey with their floats. Cash awards of $400. There will be 3 floats vying for that, and also there will be 14 trophies for the other categories. Of course, we mentioned some of those: the military, the horses, the equestrian, all the bands that will be here, some junior ROTC youth and other adults. So they not only get to have a good time out here, may get to win some money today as well.
That's right. The parade winners are determined by a panel of judges selected by Parade Chairman John Kuhn. Winners will be presented at about 5:30 today at the Children's Outdoor Stage at the fair.
And here they come. We're ready to kick off this parade today. And as we mentioned, we have the Amarillo Police Department. The motorcycle division is escorting the parade today, and here they come. Steve, behind the Amarillo motorcyclists from the police department comes the police color guard, of course, carrying all the flags today. This is the Amarillo Police Department Honor Guard.
Just one of the many bands we'll be seeing. In fact, we've got well over 100 events in this year's parade. Entries, like you said, floats, dancers, horses, high school bands, ROTC. We've got it all here today. I said the weather's holding up fairly well right now. We've still got a threat of rain. Our weatherman told us it should be breaking by about 10 o'clock, which is, of course, when the parade started. And they said by this afternoon the weather should be clearing up pretty well for the first night of events going on at the Tri-State Fairgrounds.
We hear some terrific band music coming up. This, of course, is the Amarillo High School Golden Sandy Marching Band under the direction of Mr. James Edwards. There are 210 marchers in the Golden Sandy's Marching Band. The drum major,
Yellow Rose Classic and Six Flags Festivals.
And this is a traveling band. They have competed all across Texas, several states, including Hawaii, Colorado, and Oklahoma. Of some young gentlemen and young women who are with us today. The Marching and Flag Corps leading the way in red and blue today. They, of course, are with the Panhandle Plains Council of Campfire Boys and Girls.
Of course, Campfire, one of the organizations that helps build the character of Amarillo and America's young individuals. Going to give us a little cheer.
Here come some of the youngest members waving their American flag. Somebody's a little tired already.
Oh, yeah.
And here they come with their float.
Campfire, good way to get to know the outdoors, help promote it, especially in the environmentally conscious state of awareness that America's in now.
They've been busy. They had to get that tent set up and everything this morning.
Kind of tough with this wind out here, too.
As you can see, Campfire in the Panhandle area is a big organization. Lots of young women and men today. Here comes their truckload.
They brought them all today, didn't they?
They are here, and they're giving us another cheer. Give Campfire a hand.
We said this is the Panhandle Plains Council of Campfire Boys and Girls.
This is their theme song, Campfire Spirit. Campfire salutes the Panhandle.
Okay, the Sunshine Generation comes up next.
So, easily. And the kids really enjoy looking at these because, of course, as you mentioned, Steve, they are so big, and that's just really fascinating for the kids.
There's your bird's eye view.
There we go, right down the barrel.
What it would look like. Look down the muzzle of one of these 8 to 10 inch guns.
Now they can do a full 360 degrees, and what's this called, the turret? Is that right?
That's
what they're
right.
in at the top, giving us a demonstration of the capabilities of the equipment.
To say the least, a very impressive vehicle. Almost every country western song ever written, of course. If you want to go out there and eat that 72-ounce steak dinner along with potatoes, rolls, vegetables, and eat it within an hour, of course, it's yours free.
And there have been people do that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have tried and failed as well.
Justice of the Peace in Potter County candidate, Judy Solly. Another one of our political candidates participating in this year's parade. A lot of interest back in these guys, the Harley-Davidson riders. And they're really not what the movies always made them out to be.
No, in fact, these Harley-Davidson riders, they nationwide, many of them participate in Toys for Tots campaigns, a lot of fundraising for children's organizations, that sort of thing.
And of course, the Harley Owners Group is where they get the name Hog. And they're riding some Boss Hogs today. We had a story on the newscast last night about Harleys now being shipped over to Japan as one of the most favorite motorcycles to be shipped overseas now.
Harley-Davidson is the last U.S. motorcycle maker, so it's something that I think these people, there's another reason for being a Harley owner is because you're buying American, and a lot of people want to do that.
And as a motorcycle owner and rider herself, Becky Kaiser, I'm sure, knows about the Harleys.
But I'm not a Harley owner, unfortunately. I do have one of the Japanese models, but the Harleys are great bikes and great people who ride them. They have a good time. And as you can see, it's a family type thing as well. People enjoy. They have their kids on the backs with them today.
Good shot of some of the people lining the streets down here. And of course, Potter County Sheriff's Department in one of their marked patrol cars, one of the many individuals that rides around and make sure that things are safe in Potter County.
They have a tough job taking a break today to be in the parade with us, and we certainly appreciate it.
Looks like the sheriff in there with him.
Coming up next from the Downtown Amarillo Lions Club is Lion Queen Tammy Turner, riding in a very nice vehicle.
Lions Club, one of the many civic organizations here in town, and they definitely picked a winner this year.
Nice wave to the crowd from Tammy Turner. And you're right, Steve. Again, Lions Club, one of those organizations that does a lot to raise funds for different organizations throughout the area.
Tammy taking a moment out to wave at our cameras.
Here comes some more talented youngsters doing some hard work on the pavement this morning. These are roller skaters. They all participate out at the Golden Spread, and they are the Golden Spread Rink Rats. And here they come. And we've got all ages here, and somebody who's doing the splits on the skates, I guess. Gosh.
Skating been around for years. Good form of exercise.
Yes, it is. They're having a good time. Now here comes the classic. This is beautiful. This is a 1918 Ford Model T that has delivered beer in Cripple Creek, Colorado. Sponsored today by the Great Western Distributing Company of Amarillo. And this particular vehicle was restored by the Reed Brothers, Coors Distributors. That's Vance Reed, who's the owner of Great Western Distributing in Amarillo, his brother Bill. And also Dale, who's the owner of Brazos Valley Coors in Waco, Texas. Beautiful old car there.
Okay, looks like a telephone walking down the street, followed behind by the Panhandle Club of Telephone Pioneers of America.
And we've got a couple groups of them, that trailer being pulled as well. Some of the community relations people inside. They, of course, big sponsors of the Proud to Be Drug-Free program. And that's what their banners say, and they have the red ribbons. Just say no.
And hopefully that message will reach out and touch someone.
You bet. Football time. This is good football weather, talking about it being cool today. Estes de Amarillo Queen. This is the Princess for 1990-91. Queen and Princess, two of them today, waving to the crowd.
I want to mention that this entire week there are numerous activities going on out at the Tri-State Fair. We'll be mentioning those as the parade goes by. Sure, a lot of crowd shots getting to it. Starting tonight, some of the featured events. There's Ken Whitener, the hypnotist. Pig races, parade awards at 5:30. That's at the children's stage once again. Ken Whitener will be performing 2 or 3 times a night. The Single Tree Band will be performing free tonight at the Coliseum.
And you know, we should mention too that all of these things at the fair, at the grandstand area, are free this year. They're trying something new.
Yeah.
And you pay one price to get in and enjoy everything, except the midway. That is different. But all the entertainment is free, and there's a lot of good entertainment coming up this year and great activities for the whole family.
Magicians, musicians, hypnotists, everything's going to be out there all week. So make sure you get out to the Tri-State Fair and enjoy yourself there.
Of course, the midway, we mentioned that is a separate price to get in there. The Bill Haynes Carnival will be back again this year, as they have been every year since 1941. And those of you who enjoy those rides so much, something to look forward to this year out there. The 27-meter high Ferris wheel, the largest built in America since the Ferris wheel was introduced at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. That will be fun.
Yes, it will.
We have coming up some great music for us today. The Maverick Club of Amarillo, we see on the street getting ready to show some of their stuff today. These, of course, are gymnasts from the Maverick Club. These young ladies in their red outfits.
One of the smallest gymnasts ever is following behind the red satin jacket.
She's going to stay warm today.
Yes, she is. Once again, health-conscious American out. Gymnastics is a great way for children to start getting in shape at an early age.
A lot of self-esteem development that goes along with that, too, being involved with kids their own age. And, you know, something to do helps keep kids active and out of trouble, I guess.
A couple vans from the Maverick Boys and Girls Club here in Amarillo, following up behind their gymnasts.
A fairly large organization. They need those vans for their transportation of their teams around the area. And they're all crowding out the windows today.
So once again, good crowd on hand down here, downtown. We'll be going until about 11:30 today. If you are home watching and want to get out, you still got a little more than an hour to come down and see the rest of the parade.
Tomorrow will be a good day for senior citizens to get out. It's Senior Citizens Day at 10:30 in the Coliseum. So everyone who is a senior citizen invited to particularly take that in.
The Rotary Club of Amarillo going by there with a couple of English setter, pheasant and quail dogs.
And their dog sled, there they
And
go.
their dog sled for a very small person. Another one of the clowns looking on as they're watching one of our bands coming into view.
Here they come, the Highland Park Hornet Band. Feel the sting from Amarillo, Texas. Bright green and yellow and white uniforms today. The drummers giving their cadence as they
A
come
little
by.
precision marching going on, trying to march, and any kind of instrument is not the easiest thing in the world. It takes lots of practice, along with a flag corps.
There's their flag corps doing their routine at the end of the band.
A couple bugs on the parade route this year, too.
Volkswagen bugs they are. And what great paint jobs on those.
Top of Texas Volkswagens, showing off just 2 of their vehicles.
David Blaze is one of the people in connection connection with that. If you're interested in getting organized with the top of Texas Volkswagens, give them a call.
Another political candidate coming into view behind the Mack truck with the back bulldog.
This Mack truck is a CM400 from Bruckner Truck Sales in Amarillo.
Never seen a gold Mack dog before. It's always silver. And of course, Randy Sherrod driving in, looks like about an MGTD, running for his re-election campaign for district attorney down in Randall County, along with some supporters here today.
There's Randy with a grin for the crowd and a wave today.
Followed by the Cub Scout pack, number 232. You were in Girl Scouts. I happen to go through Cub Scouts. It's a good organization.
Indeed.
For young men. Shouting out their cadence in a military type fashion.
There they go. Right behind them, the Amarillo Catholic School System's float today. And they have a huge float on this flatbed truck.
Takes a lot of time to stick those little 4-inch by 4-inch squares of tissue paper into holes of chicken wire, believe me.
You did that a few times too,
Did that a few
huh?
times
You
too.
bet. Best way to build a float. The marchers that you see here today are students and teachers from the Amarillo Catholic School System. That consists of Our Lady of Guadalupe, St. Lawrence, St. Joseph's, and St. Mary's. The middle school is the Amarillo Catholic Middle School.
And their motto, Pride in New Horizons, of course, are the youth of America growing up, showing a little fashion from everywhere around the world today.
Steve, you and I had the opportunity last week to play some volleyball against some of the great high school volleyball players these people have.
Yeah.
And by the skin of our teeth, we managed to win, what, one game, I think? One
Yeah.
or two, maybe?
Fun organization.
We had a
to play
great
against.
time. It was
Yeah.
a fundraiser for them. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for letting us come out and help you out.
Here come the other schools carrying their banners in front of them, the students waving to us. Lots of balloons today, too.
In fact, it looks like almost every student is here today
I'll
with
bet
the
they
parade.
canceled classes this morning. What do
Yep.
you think? It just came out to march in the parade. They're having a great time.
Want to mention again, the parade sponsored this year by Precision Cadillac of Amarillo, who's making all this possible, you to see. Also want to thank Blackburn Brothers Department Store. They're allowing us to use their facilities here, along with Robinson Construction Company for letting us use the flatbed truck and the plywood we're sitting on so we don't roll off the back of it.
Here they come. Here come those Mustangs, those volleyball players.
Back to one front left, two front left, or two of the ones we played against. Very good softball,
We had a great time.
volleyball players.
Coming up now from Nail Factory 1 and 2, another one of the businesses participating with us today. This nice float behind the pickup.
Very colorful, colorful.
The Nail Factory is the 90s. And I'd say we have several different decades represented here. Now that would be the way to see the parade. You have your nails done as you just ride along. You can't beat that. From cowgirls to business girls.
That's right. Followed by a little support for our congressman, current congressman, Congressman Bill Saropoulos, running for re-election.
Congressional district.
Now the biggest noise from the smallest truck on the parade route, Cal Pokey.
This is a 1980 Ford pickup, customized and converted into a miniature of an 18-wheeler truck tractor.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the artwork on the side of that.
A little new artwork this year, I think.
New artwork, new owner, Jerry Jones, and of course, new coach, Jimmy Johnson, the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys not faring too well yesterday, but they are 1-1 on the season, which...
And it's still short. We've got a long way to go yet.
Yeah, 16 more weeks. And the Cowboys special. showing some of their greatest players. I'm sure some of those from the Ring of Fame inside the stadium. There's the stadium depicted in the back of the truck with a hole in the roof.
Well, now here's a familiar sight these days. The Banana Mobile, Billy Bob Banana, of course, from the United Way, and that campaign had kicked off about a week or so ago,
right.
And we are currently underway raising funds for the United Way of Amarillo and Canyon.
Jim Tipton, running for Justice of the Peace in Potter County, joins us on the parade route this morning, followed by Senator Teal Bivens, his lovely wife, his family.
And behind the Bivens, the dance group Nitro. They joined us last year as well. And these are some young people who really enjoy dancing. They are young. Their ages 11, 12, 13, and 14, and even younger. We have another group who are 5 to 8 years old, Nitro dancers. They're under the direction of Beverly Barnes.
And coming up, Panhandle State University, the Aggies. All three of my cousins who live in Guyman went to PSU. Good university. Brought some of their athletes with them this morning.
And also some of the queens. Miss PSU is Tracy Newsom. She's a senior. And the Miss PSU homecoming queen is Minnie Monroe. She's a junior. Cheerleaders coming by. Football and basketball representatives. They look, well, they do have a basketball. There we go,
Yeah.
bouncing it down the street.
Some of their cheerleaders coming into view.
Of course, PSU in the Panhandle of Oklahoma, Goodwell, Oklahoma. And red, white, and blue are the colors of the Aggies.
Mm-hmm. Another one of the fine higher education institutes that you can find here in the Panhandle. Animal Rights Association. I won't get on my soapbox this morning, but
They do a lot of good work,
Oh,
Animal
yeah.
Rights Association. They, of course, take care of stray animals and have a big campaign to have your animals spayed and neutered so that we don't have stray animals running around.
try to keep the pet population down.
Time for some more music. Here comes the Randall High School Marching Band, Raider Rhythm from Amarillo. Drummers giving us a good cadence.
Yeah.
They look sharp in their black, white, and silver today. Here are the drum majors. Nice round of applause from the crowd. You know, they put in a lot of hard hours, a lot of hard work, Steve. They're playing this music all memorized.
Yeah. No music in front of them.
And school's not been in session that long, so you know they've been hard at it. Now they're gonna open up.
Good music from all the bands so far today. I'm sure we'll have more. Oh, now let's see. Where are these guys from? Our promotions director, Phil Huffman, driving our production band and the big Circle 7 behind.
Bill giving away. That's the Circle 7. We hope that you've seen our Friday night Fever football promos. That's the Circle 7 that we had out there with cheerleaders and football teams and audiences from around the Panhandle helped us with that promo.
That's a group from Levi Strauss and Company.
And another another organization that supports local boys and girls organizations and the drug-free. Here comes their big trailer tractor rig.
So they're moving into a new decade with their intro day, the spaceship design. One I haven't seen on the road yet. And Judge Morris Overstreet following behind. There's the judge.
With a camera and a smile.